was asked to cover CV for you guys. As far as CV is concerned, you want to make sure that it is precise, it is crisp, and it is impressive. You don't want to put in 10,000 pieces of information in there. You think they are important, but they might not be important for me, right? So try to list them, maybe get professional help, how to professionally create a good CV. And list the CV should have your personal details, meaning your full name, your address, your contact information, email, and phone numbers, right? And make sure that you don't make mistakes in your CV. If you have a phone number listed that cannot be reached, that's a put off for people, right? If you have email address from which the emails are bouncing and it is not active, that's a put off for me. I think, what is this student? Doesn't even have a proper email or doesn't even have a proper contact information. Useless. Reject. So make sure that your information is correct, is good, and is active. That is personal details. Then comes your education. Then comes your experience. Then comes your activities. A lot of times nowadays there is a lot of emphasis and emphasis being given on doing voluntary activities like charity involvement. So affiliate yourself with charity efforts in trying to help others, humanitarian. Um, those are those are not only good, but they are being given a lot of weight. Helping elderly, um, uh, helping people in need. Those are good things to mention on CV. And then, of course, your hobbies and so on and so forth. So, if you can, then fine. Otherwise, try to get professional help in getting a nice CV. But what to put in CV, you have to decide. The drafter is not going to decide for you. What is and we are available to provide you guidance and mentoring. And how to do that, we will suggest you things. We will not draft it for you. We will suggest you things that you think are unimportant in your life, which are very important from American perspective mentioned. So those are the things that will go in CV. Same holds true for your personal statement when you apply for residencies. It is very important to, because a couple of things selection committees will see. What is your USMLE step two score? Where have you done clinical rotations? And what does your personal statement say or look like? And your CV. These are the only four things people will see. Program directors will see, selection committees will see. So your personal statement is a reflection of who you are, what your aims are, what you want to achieve, and what will you do when you come to US. So we can help you with all the guidance and mentoring, and of course that comes at a cost, um, which is not too bad or not too burdensome. But I think if you do things with guidance and strategy, you will have far more success than doing it listening to other students or um, uh, on your own thinking. Sometimes we have a tendency, oh no, this is how I want to do things. No, don't go with that. Take people's opinion, take guidance, take mentoring. That pays you. So this morning I had one of our students who is applying for iras. She has a score of 252. That's supposed to be a very good score. And she bought a packet of guidance and mentoring with us. And she wanted to know, last year she applied, she didn't match despite such a good score. She just had two interview calls. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. You should have got a whole lot of more interviews. And I went into details with her, what happened, how. um, and the story was, she applied to 200 programs. She spent $7,000 in application fee and just got two interviews. Does that make sense? No, it does not make sense. Something is wrong there. And the fact is, she just picked up the programs she wanted to apply and applied. See, there is a strategy behind everything in this whole journey. You have to select programs where your chances of getting selected are high, where your chances of getting an interview call are high. And how do you do that? You you basically select the programs which takes foreign medical graduates, which maybe the program director is a South Indian. He will have a soft corner for South Indian students. Maybe it is not in a big city, small urban programs, rural programs, they don't get filled, you will stand a better chance there, right? So there are certain safety net programs you need to choose based on the research. There are certain reach programs you have to choose so that you get enough number of interviews so that you are able to match. Now she ended up spending $7,000 in selecting those 200 programs and yet got two interviews. And I told her, our guidance and mentoring package is $500. We will give you 75 programs and you will be able to get seven interview calls out of that. Why? Because I know with your score of 252, in those programs, you will be a coveted candidate. So that is what I'm saying. And then she saw point in that, hey, I should have spent $500 rather than spending $6,000, or rather than wasting $6,000. That makes a whole lot of sense. So what I'm saying is, a lot of times students think that guidance, mentoring, and strategy is not important. I got it all. That is not true. You will learn the hard way by wasting a lot of hard earned money of your parents. And that is where the whole concept of us trying to help you comes. Of course, a lot of times from a student's perspective, they view it with skepticism, with suspicion, and so on and so forth. But there is wisdom in that. So, and that is what we try to give a counsel to, that you will benefit from it. I think Pooja and Manjushri, we can. I have spoken on the three topics. Do you want me to elaborate on anything else, or should we do question answer session?
Uh, So I suppose we can go to the question answer session. So you have spoken a lot about elaborately about everything, I suppose, sir. And any more
Awesome.
doubts would be sorted out in the Q&A session.
So was this information helpful?
Ah, yes, sir. It
Yes.
was very helpful.
Awesome. Of course, I cannot cover everything. I have given you a gist of what came to my mind, but I hope the question answer. I see a few popping up on the. Do you want to read them aloud and
Yes,
tell me?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Uh,
just
Somebody asked, Sir, please tell how to improve the value of observership, me being a post MD senior resident.
Okay. Yeah, Aishwarya Kuliapan, right? Um, so hold on. Aishwarya, I believe in